Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at 6 common mistakes beginner filmmakers make when using a smartphone with a gimbal. If you're just starting out on your vlogging career, you're starting out your own YouTube channel, you want to get better with a smartphone and a gimbal, then this video is for you. Let's get into it. So our first point here is you just get into this new area. You've never been there before. It's like, oh, look at that. Oh my God, look at this over here. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. You're looking in so many different directions, you don't even really know what you're looking at anymore. You have no subject. Take the time, pause, reflect, check the scene. What catches your attention? How can you film it? Break all that area down into multiple shots, instead of just whipping it all over the place and your viewers getting dizzy because they don't even know what they're looking at. It's just a blur from here to here to here. Let's get into looking at some bad example and let's look at a good example and how we can correct this problem. No subject here. Are we looking at the water, the rocks, that fountain, bit of sky, the buildings in the back? How about the rocks again? How about back over to the water? Why don't we try and break this down? Let's do a reveal. We're coming close to the rocks and we're slowly pull up to the fountain to reveal it in all its glory. Then we can do a little pan over to the left and slowly show the water and the bay area. We've separated the two subjects to make a better looking video. Now that we've dealt with the dilemma of the overwhelming new area, the second problem we run into is the movements with the gimbal are too fast. You can't just whip the gimbal around. There's almost like a little lag delay to it, so you need to move slowly. If you're moving fast, you're not getting the most stable footage, so you need to move slower. So that's my next point. Slow down on your gimbal movements, whether you're panning up, down, left, right. Do your movements with thought and a slow, steady pace. Now we do a slow pan up to reveal the plant's height, and look at that beautiful color in that flower. Now our next problem area is you just got a gimbal. Whew, I can run, I can walk, I can jump, I can do whatever I want. I got stable footage. Well, yes, it's more stable than if you didn't have a gimbal, but to get the best possible footage you can from it, you need to learn to walk like a ninja. Most gimbals are 3-axis. It's this 4th axis that you can see is causing this bouncing up and down and our heavy walking. And in order to get smooth footage, we need to learn to walk like a ninja. To do that, bend the knees, heel toe, create that smooth looking video. Now you can see doing the ninja walk. Look how smooth this is. There is still some slight up and down motion, but it is massively improved to what we were doing before. Now you've had your gimbal for a little bit and you're getting frustrated. It just won't do what I want it to do. It's always fighting me. It doesn't point where I want it to. It just doesn't work. Maybe because you're using the wrong mode for the wrong move. I will put a link to a video I did down below on what mode to put the gimbal in for what moves. It's not written in stone, rules are made to be broken, but it'll give you a good starting foundation. So I'll put that link down below so you can check it out. But if you're trying to use all lock mode and you're trying to pan up and down, and it's not going to work too well because all lock locks all your motors. It's only looking straight. Here's an example of the problem when you're trying to use a mode that's not right for the move you're trying to do. This is why you get frustrated. Look, I'm in all lock, I'm trying to pan around, I'm trying to move, I'm trying to look up and down. It won't do it, and I'm frustrated because I'm in the wrong mode for the move I'm trying to do. Now, our 5th point is using the lenses available to you on your smartphone. If your smartphone has multiple lenses, then use them to your advantage. Why would you use a wide-angled lens when you're trying to get close to a subject? Oh, I forgot to change it back to a standard lens, or I forgot to change it to my telephoto lens. Make sure you're using the right lens for the right scene that you're trying to do, because there's nothing worse than using a wide-angled lens, zooming all the way in, which is a digital zoom, and your picture will look terrible, when you could have switched to your telephoto lens or even your standard lens to get closer to the subject. And we have these amazing things called feet. We can physically walk closer to the subject. Side-by-side look of a wide angle and a standard lens. You can see the wide angle pushes back, the standard brings it in close. The wide angle has a bonus of actually giving you a little more stable look to your video. Now my 6th and final point is bad exposure. Not taking the time to set your exposures. Putting it on auto and just running and gunning. Now if you're vlogging, you more or less have to, because if you don't, what happens is you're continually adjusting your exposure all over the place unless you're doing a stop, talk, move to the next spot, stop, talk, fine. But if you're just running and gunning, sometimes auto works better than trying to continually adjust. But most times, bad exposure just kills your video. Take the time to learn to use manual. Take the time to learn to use the app that comes with your gimbal so you get the best exposure you possibly can, so you're always looking your fresh and best on video. Well, there you go. 6 common mistakes I see a lot made by beginners when they're starting their smartphone gimbal videography career. All right, if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos. So, until the next time.